That's pretty. The House will come to order. Members will be at their seats. The clerk has opened the roll and you may record your presence. Please rise and give your attention to the House chaplain, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance led by Representative Bloom.
Good morning, my friends. Allow me to pray for you. Father, you are a great and gracious God, and I give you praise for all the blessings you bestow upon these you have created and crafted for this day. Your holy word states, how blessed is the one who finds wisdom and the one who gains understanding. Wisdom and understanding are good things to pursue. Give us patience as often we wait for both. I pray for your grace and protection to be abundant for each of these and their families. Be that quiet strength for them as only you can. For those feeling the ill effects of seasonal sicknesses, I ask for your healing touch. Direct and bless our nation and national leaders in these challenging days. Now, Father, would you grant grace and patience in this chamber as the work of the state of Kansas moves forward. In Jesus' name I ask it. Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have all members had an opportunity to record their presence? Clerk will close the roll and record the attendance. Introduction of bills and concurrent resolutions. The clerk will read.
House Bill 2548 by Committee on Health and Human Services, requested by Representative McDonald, an act concerning health and healthcare. HB 2549 by Committee on Health and Human Services, requested by Representative Rivas, an act concerning insurance. HB 2550 by Committee on Insurance, requested by Representative Sutton, an act concerning health and healthcare. HB 2551 by Committee on Insurance, requested by Representative Sutton, an act concerning insurance. HB 2552 by Committee on Appropriations, requested by Scott Schultz. On behalf of the Kansas Sentencing Commission, an act concerning crimes, punishment, and criminal procedure. HB 2553 by Committee on Transportation, requested by Representative Helgerson, an act concerning motor vehicles. HB 2554 by Committee on Transportation, requested by Representative Van Houten, an act concerning motor vehicles.
Speaker recognizes Majority Leader Croft for a motion to resolve into the Committee of the Whole.
Mr. Speaker, I move the House resolve itself in the Committee of the Whole for the purpose of considering those items under the heading of General Orders.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. The motion carries. The Speaker appoints Representative Rogers to chair the Committee of the Whole.
Good morning, colleagues. The first item up for business, House Bill 2413. For the purpose of carrying House Bill 2413, Chair recognizes Representative Steele.
Mr. Chair, there were no committee amendments. I move the adoption of the committee report.
Continue.
House Bill 2413 makes theft of cattle and horses, as well as husbandry, which would be your livestock trailers, your equipment that you're needing to do your work, a severity level 5 non-person felony. This allows for the forfeiture of certain property used in the commission of theft or of an implementary of husbandry. Theft of cattle has been increasing in recent years across our great state, and House Bill 2413 recognizes the serious and significant harm these crimes cause rural communities and provides prosecutors with the tools needed to pursue meaningful accountability. For lawmakers committed to protecting Kansas agriculture and supporting rural communities, House Bill 2413 is a responsible, targeted, and necessary reform worthy of a favorable vote. The bill had no opponents or neutral parties, and it passed out of the Judicial Committee with bipartisan support. Mr. Chair, I stand for questions.
Does any member desire to speak to the bill? Chair recognizes Representative Osmond.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Carrie of the bill did an excellent job explaining the bill. We've discussed it in our caucus. I would recommend support of this bill. Thank you very much.
Are there other members wishing to speak to the bill? Seeing none, Representative Steele, you may close.
Mr. Chair, I move that when the committee rises and reports, it reports House Bill 2413 favorably for passage.
You have heard the motion by Representative Steele to report House Bill 2413 favorably. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. Motion passes. Next item up for business, House Bill 2422. For the purpose of carrying House Bill 2422, the chair recognizes Representative Schwartfeger. Representative Schwartfeger.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm here to present House Bill 2422. We had no amendments made. It passed out of committee unanimously.
Please continue.
House Bill 2422 addresses grain theft. It addresses it in strengthening the penalty for grain theft of over 400 bushels of grain as a level 6 felony And this is needed because we have grain theft that occurs in Kansas. And currently, it is not being addressed as a serious nature as it ought to be. It is seen as kind of a minor offense. You have to steal up to near 8 semi-loads, a semi being 1,000 bushels, to qualify as a felony offense. And that's quite a few bushels. We, within the bill, set the level at a felony offense of 400 bushel. And our farmers in Kansas need our help on this, because to reach the level to be considered serious, it's not being handled to the degree that it needs to be by local attorneys at the county level to be prosecuted. So more needs to be done. And to set the level at a felony level number 6, it is falling within the criteria of the borderline box in the sentencing guide. And in the borderline box, that gives judicial discretion to the judge as to its significance. And the judge could grant jail time, or the judge could be lenient and grant probation according to the severity and the extenuating circumstances involved. We had 8 that testified on behalf of being proponents for the bill in committee. We had originally included this with a larger bill last year in session, but we divided it out to make it more streamlined and address concerns that were brought to us. It passed with bipartisan support. I ask your support for this bill, and I stand for any questions.
Does any member wish to speak on this bill? Chair recognizes Representative Osman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Once again, the carrier of the bill did an excellent job describing the bill, and I recommend support as well.
Any other member wishing to speak to the bill? Seeing none, Representative Schwartzbaker, you may close.
Thank you, our great agriculture chairman and speaker. I would like to see this bill passed. I recommend that our body as a whole pass this as a motion. It's Bill 2422. When the committee rises and reports HB 2422 favorable for passage. Thank you.
You have heard the motion by Representative Schwartzbaker to report House Bill 2422 favorably. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. Motion passes. This concludes our general orders. The chair recognizes the majority leader.
Mr. Chair, I move we rise and report.
You've heard the motion to rise and report. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. Motion passes.
The clerk will read the committee report.
Mr. Speaker, your committee of the whole recommends that HB 2413, HB 2422 be passed.
Speaker recognizes Representative Rogers to adopt the committee of the whole report.
Mr. Speaker, I move we pass I haven't done this for a while. Committee of the whole report.
You've heard the motion to adopt the committee of the whole report. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. The committee report is adopted. Reports of standing committees, the clerk will read.
The Committee on Judiciary recommends SB 244 be amended by substituting with a new bill to be designated as House substitute for Senate Bill number 244 as follows. An act concerning identification of biological sex, and the substitute bill be passed.
Is there any objection to returning to that order of business, introduction of bills and concurrent resolutions? Seeing no objections, the clerk will read.
House Bill 2555 by Representative Waymaster, an act concerning rural health. HB 2556 by Committee on Health and Human Services, requested by Representative Rivas on behalf of Kansas Dental Association, an act concerning insurance. HB 2552 by Committee on Child Welfare and Foster Care, requested by Rebecca Gerhart on behalf of the Kansas Department for Children and Families, an act concerning children and minors. HB 2558 by Committee on Water, requested by Representative Minix, an act concerning water. HB 2559 by Committee on Taxation, requested by Representative A. Smith on behalf of Representative Hoffman, an act concerning property taxation. HB 2560 by Representative Reiser, an act concerning the disposition of state real property. HB 2561 by Representative Roser, an act concerning real property of the State Board of Regents or a state educational institution. HB 2562 by Committee on Health and Human Services, requested by Representative Beeler, an act concerning motor vehicles. HB 2563 by Committee on Health and Human Services, requested by Representative Brantley, an act concerning health and healthcare. HB 2564 by Committee on Health and Human Services, requested by Representative Rivas on behalf of the Kansas Dental Association, an act concerning insurance. HB 2565 by Committee on K through 12 Education Budget, requested by Representative McNorton, an act concerning schools. HB 2566 by Representative Steins, an act concerning insurance.
We have the following committee appointments. Representative Leo Delperdang will replace Representative Jesse Bourgeon on the House Committee on Commerce, Labor, and Economic Development on Wednesday, January 28th. This appointment expires at the end of the day on the 28th. Representative Sherry Brantley replaces Representative Stephen Howe on the House Committee on Federal and State Affairs on Thursday, January 29th. This appointment ends at the end of the day on the 29th. Representative Kyle Hoffman will replace Representative Alan Revis on the House Committee on Social Services Budget on Wednesday, January 28th and Thursday, January 29th. This appointment expires at the end of the day on the 29th. Representative Dwayne Droege will replace Representative Alan Revis on the House Committee on Social Services Budget on Friday, January 30th. This appointment expires at the end of the day on the 30th. Representative Weichel replaces Representative Brandon Woodard on the House Committee on Agriculture and Natural Resources on Tuesday, January 27th. This appointment expires at the end of the day on Tuesday, the 27th. Representative Brandon Woodard replaces Representative Wynn on the House Committee on Financial Institutions and Pensions on Wednesday, January 28th. This appointment expires at the end of the day on the 28th. Representative Susan Ruiz replaces Representative Kirk Haskins on the House Committee on Federal and State Affairs on Wednesday, January 28th. This appointment expires at the end of the day on Wednesday, the 28th. Body, we have a special guest in the House today. Our Congressman from the 4th District, Ron Estes, is standing on the south wall. Please rise and give him a round of applause. Is there any objection to returning to that order of business, introduction of bills and concurrent resolutions for the second time? Seeing no objection, the clerk will read.
House Bill 2567 by Committee on Agriculture and Natural Resources, requested by Alex Oral on behalf of the National Waste and Recycling Association, an act concerning the environment.
Are there announcements? The speaker recognizes Representative Carlin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Sometimes these things happen, and I've had this happen twice, so I'm asking for help from the body and from the audience. There is a car parked in my parking place, and it happened last year at about this same time. And it is a black Cadillac, and it is license number 9766AFK, I think. It's hard to read, but I would appreciate if that car could be moved. It is not a member of the legislative body. It's in a reserves parking spot, and they should not be there. I do know the gate wasn't functioning when I came in this morning, and it was up, and I didn't need my card, so that may be the reason someone could be there, but they're not supposed to be there. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Move your car, please, if it's you.
Speaker recognizes Representative Stogsdill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Democrats, we will have agenda tomorrow morning at 8:30, 152 South, 8:30. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The speaker recognizes Representative Bergkamp.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just an announcement that this year's Red Mass will occur today at noon across the street at the Church of the Assumption. It's just a chance for us to be prayed for, gain wisdom. So all are welcome, and I hope to see many of you over there. Thank you.
Speaker recognizes Representative Riley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As a reminder, tomorrow morning we have our Bible study talking about insight and wisdom. It is open to legislators and lobbyists and House congressmen, U.S. congressmen. Welcome to come. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, room 142. Thanks.
Speaker recognizes Representative Oropeza.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Wyandotte County, Leavenworth County delegation luncheon will be today in room 152 at noon. Thank you.
Speaker recognizes Representative Lewis.
The Corrections and Juvenile Justice Committee will meet tomorrow and Thursday, not today or Friday. So tomorrow and Thursday. Thank you.
Speaker recognizes Representative Revis.
I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Alan Rivas. I would like to announce Local Government Caucus will meet tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. We have breakfast for you at 546 South. See you there.
You never had corrected me before. Speaker recognizes Representative Sawyer Clayton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Johnson County delegation will be meeting immediately upon adjournment in room 281 North. I believe our speaker is United Community Services. Thank you.
Are there any further announcements? Seeing none, the speaker recognizes the majority leader for a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Speaker, I move the House adjourn until Wednesday, January 28th at 11 a.m.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. We are adjourned.